been a while since last touched this. How long is Coffee Talk 2? It feels like we're never making any progress whenever I do be playing it. So let me just check. 8 to 10 hours. Okay, well, I feel like we must be around like the 6 or 7 mark. But this would suggest otherwise. That little bar. Okay, new thing on the Tomodachi. Stories. No delivery today. Oh, Gala, so I drove him around while he was nursing his broken heart. Hide, I really don't know why we're discussing my sad stories right now. Eyes on the happy couple. Wait, did they have their marriage ceremony? Wasn't sad so much as cute though. But it's true that you and Mr. Bailey should be in the spotlight, Miss Lou. Or just in the light. Trying to get the switch. My apologies, Mr. Gala. You're literally solid like a wall. Take that as a compliment. I meant that as a compliment. Here we go. So they did have their wedding then. Well, find your way to a seat. I'm impressed. Been here often enough that we know the place like the back of our hand. That's what it means to have regulars. So it does. Now, shall we get this celebration started? Please, I'm so excited. That's adrenaline for you. Hang on to that feeling. You call it adrenaline, I call it deep, passionate, irresistible fascination for her husband. Don't get too cocky now, Mr. Miller. Or are you taking Lou's last name, Bailey's? No, we're keeping our last names. But I'll be Mr. Miller if it pleases Mrs. Miller. Anything to make you happy. You always make me melt. Disgusting. He said, wiping off his tears. How many times must I tell you? It was the City Hall flowers. They make my allergies flare up. Sure, let's go with that. This would be the perfect time for some drinks. I wouldn't say no to something hot for sure. And to something sweet. To something decadent and chocolatey. But let's keep it fresh. There's enough sweetness here to give me a sugar rush. So in summary, sweet and chocolatey with freshness. What the fuck? There is no freshness scale though. So you want chocolate powder. Honey and mint? Does cool equal fresh? The fuck it, that's what they're all getting. They're getting the after midnight. A whiff of old world charm. Soupçon of intensity, dash of fresh air, timeless late night celebration. Okay, so I think this fits the theme. This is inspired by a sweet evening treat. Hopefully the drink is to your liking. I love it. Very unique and festive. Very comforting. Exactly what I had in mind. Okay, so coolness equals freshness. Right. Fine. It's fine, he says. High praise from Hyde. You know it. Just a bit British. You ever been on that side of the pond? I did a bit of traveling in my day. Maybe we ran into each other in the past. Maybe we did. Passing each other like two ships in the night. Before meeting at the mooring. It's very lyrical. I blame the mood on you two. All I know is about the UK is the British werewolf guy I met once. He went absolutely wild during Fury. But even then, he would beg the wall's pardon after putting his fist through it. Sounds about right. And I imagine you two became great friends. Nah, you know, rude vampires are much more my type. Hey. Actually, no, I'm not offended. Rude vampire and proud of it. That would look great on a t-shirt. Awesome idea. I'll consider that for a Christmas gift. Right. I guess we should raise a toast. Does anyone want to make a speech? Someone? I don't think I'm the right person to give speeches. You definitely are. If you want to, we'd love to hear you. Well, in that case, thank you for choosing to come to this cafe, Ms. Leah, Mr. Beely's. Thank you for making us feel a true part of your lives. Hear, hear. You'll always be part of our lives now. Absolutely. Short and to the point. Good speech. Your turn, Hyde. Really? Well, fine. Thank you, Leah and Beely's, for entertaining me and making me consider a counseling career, however briefly. You're a good bunch. That means a lot, Hyde. You've been a very good friend to us. Don't think we're forgetting about you, Gala. Speech time. Right. I don't know you as well as Zen, guys, and I haven't helped you nearly as much as Hyde did. But despite that, you made me feel welcome. You've immediately made me feel part of your family. Maybe this warmth that you show others always reflect as joy in the family you're starting today. That was very sweet. Thanks, man. Really. To the happy couple. To the happy couple. To the happy couple. Are your allergies troubling you again, Mr. Hyde? My dear. My dear, my dear, my dear. Never think that you're out of reach of my retribution. I do apologize that we only served soft drinks here. Some bubbles would have befitted the occasion. Don't worry about it. As far as I'm concerned, it suits me just fine. Yeah, we're not really drinking booze these days. Oh? Speaking of starting a family, just in case, you know. Oh. I'm avoiding it in solidarity. That's nice. Rooting for you. Just imagine. Little purple elves with horns running around everywhere. And thanks, I think. I aim to please. Personally, I'm fine with soft drinks as well. Never liked the stronger stuff. He's not lying. I never saw him touch it. Is there any specific reason why not? I just don't like the taste. Never got used to it, never particularly tried to. People assume I like the drink, especially since I'm a big burly dude, I guess. But nope. Assumptions like that are annoying to me. I like that you look at it as just a taste among others. Sometimes I want to taste wine, and sometimes I want tomato juice. Definitely. Booze just became this big social thing. But I, for one, wish there was a better range of soft drinks. I went to a very expensive restaurant a while ago. They had a soft drink pairing option. They imported some alcohol-free vermouth, homemade some fruit juice, and it all tasted really nice and unique. But then they also had edible robots, and they made a miniature forest out of vegetables and dark chocolate. Oh, when did you go to a place like that? A while ago, with my family, back when we were still in touch. Ugh, sore spot. Can we move on? Well, I make a mean cocktail. There's a hard version and a soft version. In the hard version, I use vodka. In the soft version, I don't use vodka. Fair enough. What else goes into it? A little bit of basil, some lemon juice, pinch of salt, tonic water. Sounds like something I would enjoy. That sounds like hell to me. Wait for it. And of course, a big dollop of fresh blood. Here it comes. O type, preferably. Universal donors and all that. Yuck. I think this is a joke. I hope this is a joke. And this is why he never gets invited to parties. What do you mean? I'm invited to all the parties. Thank you so much for being with us, the three of you. Thank you for having us. It was fun to meet your friends from work, Bailey's. And your sister, Lou. She's got a strong character. I respect that. She's impossible, you mean? But I love her to bits. Yeah, she took a while to warm up to me at first. Oh, just a year or 3. She probably wanted to make sure you were right for her baby sister. Yeah, that was definitely the reason why. She always thinks of me as some sort of softie that she needs to protect. Well, I mean, compared to her, Gala is a softie. I'd say Gala is a softie compared to many people. Fair enough. But yes, I think she could take him when he's under fury. Santa moves out and I'm out of my specialty. I can ask for your sister's number, I guess. You would have to hurry. Or you'll have to step over. Your primary school friend, Bailey's. Marco? I thought I'd caught him staring at her. Bet they didn't leave it at staring. 2 witnesses. Delightfully cliche, isn't it? You seem to be enjoying the gossip very much, Mr. Hyde. Well, of course I do. That's how I keep myself busy. Observing people has always been a hobby of mine. And it's amazing how little they've changed over the centuries. People hogging the buffet, people napping during speeches. Yeah, I think your mom snored a little. Her mom. She used to be a night owl, and now look. Time comes for us all. Except this guy. You say that like it's a good thing. By the way, I saw you snap some pictures on your phone. Any of them you think are worth showing? Let me have a look. This one might be decent. Cute photo. Oh, this is lovely. It really is. It's a pity you decided not to pursue photography as a job, Hyde. You would have done amazingly. What can I say? Seattle as a city doesn't have a lot going on for my interests. Certainly not enough to keep me here permanently. Is that why you decided to return to modeling? The lesser of two boredoms? Precisely. Will you be coming back to LA, Mr. Hyde? I will mostly be living there, yes. But I'll be flying back and forth often. And I'll be traveling around as well. Business, very much as usual. In the end, that's a lifestyle that suits me better. I see. Well, thank you for this pic anyhow. I was a bit concerned at first that we didn't hire a photographer, but in the end everyone snapped some shots. And some of them were amazing, like this one. I agree, it all turned out for the best. Feels friendly and warm. Like the wedding we really wanted to have. Exactly. I'm very happy that you guys figured it all out. So are we. Now we get to plan the next stages. What's the nearest thing on the horizon? Well, we'd like to get a new house, for starters. What would a dream house look like for you two? Not sure yet. But we're not repeating the same mistakes. No endless Tomodachi scrolling to look at other people's homes. And no overspending or feeling inadequate on my side. I love. It's alright. I'm glad we talked it all through. Made me realize it's fine if I don't earn as much as she does, and if my family doesn't contribute anything. In fact, Liz' mom told me the same thing during the wedding. Didn't know you talked about it. Don't worry, it went really well. She said what mattered to her is that I make her daughter happy, which is good because that's what matters to me too. And a happy Leah is a Leah who powers through her job. Yeah, I really can't consider slowing down my career. Well, maybe a little. Yeah, when the time comes, but the thing is, I don't mind slowing down my career. I've always been the one bringing up the kids' topic. It's not that I don't want them, but I was afraid of what it'd do to my work. Makes sense. Women are always expected to do more when it comes to child rearing. Well, not in our couple. We've decided that when we have kids, I'll be a stay-at-home dad. I still do some freelance work if and when I have time. Not so much for the money as to keep my brain working. But I'll be taking care of the little ones of our place. You know, I keep thinking how happy I am that I met you and married you. Not many men would have wanted that. You'd be surprised. Times are changing and so on. Times are making more room for people to follow their wishes. I've known many men who'd have rather stayed home with their children than go to work every day and almost never see them. Who just complement each other so well. I think so too. Mr. Miller. Mrs. Nope. Using my family name on you feels wrong. They would throw a fit if they heard you do that. They absolutely would. It's almost tempting. But none of that matters much, anyway. As long as we're still Leah and Bailey's. As long as we're still Leah and Bailey's. Oh, what did I get? Oh, Georgie. Excuse me. And he's gone. Will he return? Who knows? Poor Hyde. Sounds like trying out a new career was too difficult for him in the end. Yeah. It can be hard for long-lived people to change their ways, even if they wish to do so. I can attest to that. Most albums live in the past because it just takes so much space, you know? The longer we've been something, the harder it is to move on. You sorta harden into yourself. I see what you mean. I can feel it, even at my scale. I did so many jobs, tried so many things when I was younger. But now I'm pretty satisfied where I am, even if the work is rough sometimes. On one hand, I don't think I'd want to change, but on the other hand, if I did want to, I'm not sure I could. Time comes for us all. It does. And how do you feel about it, gal? But Hyde's decision, I mean. I'd lie if I said I'm thrilled about it. Drives me up the wall half the time, but really, having him around has been pretty good. I guess that's how it works when you care about people. Yeah, we know something about that, don't we? We do. We both had moments where we needed a timeout, but we always found our way back to each other in the end. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You've met Hyde. He's the kind that doesn't do codependent. In friendships or in relationships. Truth be told, that suits me just fine. He always respects my personal space. Well, maybe except when he's in a major life crisis. But that's not frequent. And I respect his space as well. That's why we've always gotten along. We get to be our own people. No pressure. But we still share valuable moments whenever we meet up. It's a lovely way of looking at it. Well, it's been working for us over the years at least. And that's how I can tell this is going to be fine too. If modeling is where Hyde needs to be right now, then who am I to take that space away from him? Fair enough. I know it's not the same, but if you need drinking buddies when Hyde's away, I'll hit you two up for sure. Listen to that. It's pouring rain again. I'd be really cold if I didn't have our jacket. Or your jacket. But are you okay? Yeah, don't worry about me. I always worry about you. And I guess that's kind of my job now. Only if I get to worry about you too. You guys are cute. But you know what's even better than worrying about each other? Not worrying about each other. Point taken. Rainy weddings are meant to be good luck anyway. I've always wondered where that came from. Sounds like lip service for the happy couple. To avoid a meltdown if it rains, which must happen often enough. Really? So you don't know? Don't know what? Maybe it's just a thing among elves. Have you heard of it? Are you referring to the goddess's tears legend? That's the one. Never heard of it. It's actually a whole epic in medieval elven poetry. But I can give you the short version. Go on. I'm very curious. Alrighty then. A long time ago lived a powerful goddess. That goddess had many children, but all of her children, the ones she liked best. They were the shyest and the quietest. When their siblings screamed for attention, they sat and played with clouds. When their siblings tormented each other, they silently looked at the stars. When their siblings ran away from the rain, they waited and watched the rain fall. The goddess thought, even if all my children desert me, this one will always be by my side. They are kind and gentle, and they will love me and take care of me. She saw the days ahead and smiled. But one day, as the young godlings sat on the edge of a cloud pondering the world, a gust of wind blew on them, and they lost their balance. Oh no. Don't worry, it's not a sad story. Alright then. Carried by the wind, they floated down to the ground, and immediately they were astonished. There were so many things around them that they'd never seen before. They were both delighted and lost, and they stood rooted in place for many human eras, until a human found them there. Shall we call the godling Aeon, and the human Ray, just for clarity? It's gonna help me for sure. I get lost without names. Alright then, Aeon and Ray it is. Ray walked up to Aeon, finding them stunned, and guided them forward. They took them to their village and showed them how they lived their life. As days passed by, Aeon started talking to Ray. They discussed stars and planets, clouds and suns. They talked of harvest and of young children, of famines and old men. They talked of time and of eternity, and as they looked into each other's eyes, they both found in the briefest of moments and in the longest era in there. That's how they both knew they were in love. They decided to get married. Both of them wanted the assent of their family. Ray got it without any trouble. Their family were quite fond of Aeon by then. But when Aeon went to see their mother, the goddess, that old hag, "Give her a chance, my love, she improves." But yeah, at first she wasn't thrilled. In fact, she was outraged that her favorite child should be taken away from her. Reminds me of someone. Promise you, she's a lot better than my mother. Anyway, she got really angry, and she told Aeon, "Get married if you wish, but if you do get married, then you shall wither and die, just like your fiancé." Yuck. Nobody's surprised at this point. Aeon said, "I'm alright with that. What's eternity if I can't have Ray by my side?" Time to get married they went. For many hours, the goddess was angry and shouted. Then, for many hours more, she was despondent and sulked. Then finally, she turned an eye to the ground to look at Aeon and Ray. They were in the field where Ray had first found Aeon. There were garlands and flowers, and they were surrounded by people they loved. And for the first time, Aeon wasn't quiet at all. They were singing and dancing, their eyes sparkling, their hair floating in the wind. And the goddess saw for the first time in an eternity, their child was happy. She regretted her bitter words then. But a goddess's word, once spoken, isn't easily broken. In sadness for her children's mortal days, she started crying. And one by one, her tears hit the earth in a thick cloud of rain. But instead of running from it, Aeon and Ray danced with it. And so the goddess said, "For each tear of mine that falls onto you, may you live another year. And even as your hair turns grey, your skin turns parched. May that year see you both dancing and singing, still in love with each other." And according to elves, that's how we came to be. But I think it's a bit far-fetched. My love, are you tearing up? It's not. You're just really beautiful sometimes. You're a born legend teller, Mr. Beelys. That was an astonishing rendition of that story. Yeah, that was epic. I'm not gonna look at the rain and see why not. It's just a silly legend. It's not silly at all. And you're right. Goddess is a lot better than your mother. Told you. My history with Rian is a lot simpler. I just really love it when it rains outside and you're all warm indoors. Yeah, that's a very cozy feeling. My bedroom, when I was a little girl, was on the top floor, so I could hear the rain fall at night when I was in my bed. It was great. I wish we lived in a world where everyone had that. A place to be safe while the rain falls outside. For sure. Oh. Someone else taking shelter from the rain. It's a very wet little guy. Poor gal, did he just shake rain all over you? Did a little, but it's fine. He's a cute one. What's he doing here, though? Is he your cat? Nope. Not mine, but he's been here a bunch. I do remember seeing him a week or so ago. He's not any friendlier than he was then. Although he's not especially aggressive either. Maybe he's adopting this place. Wouldn't be the first. That's pretty much how you got Hyde too. Now, that's an apt comparison. It seems that he might be looking for something, though. Or someone. If that's the case, he hasn't found them yet. Came by another time a few days ago. It was actually quite helpful. But he didn't look settled then either. And there he goes. Very mysterious. What'd I miss? Cat, apparently. Ah yeah, I saw it go. What was that about? We are not entirely sure. It's come by a handful of times. But he doesn't seem to stay very long or ask for anything. I was saying that he might be looking for someone. Perhaps he is. In many traditions, cats are depicted as having special foresight. Messengers between worlds, so to speak. He may know something that we don't, or see something we can't see. That's just what they want you to believe. Looking mysterious to get food and cuddles. I was saying that reminds me of someone, actually. No comment. Uh-huh. Anyhow, what was the call about? It was the agency calling about a job. I've got a photo shoot in LA in 2 days' time. In demand as ever. Don't get me wrong, that's a good thing. Can't wait to see how the shoot turns out. Hadn't heard of the designer before. Let's hope she's a little interesting. Are you sure you'll be fine modeling again, Hyde? What if the designer is boring? Who am I kidding? She probably will be. But, you know, you should forget what I told you the other night. Once in a while I get antsy, I want to change myself, change the world. My world, if not the world. I've tried often enough before to know it never works in the end. Is there any alternative though? Isn't the choice changing your world or accepting to be unhappy? It's certainly true for someone with a regular lifespan. Or even a long, but finite lifespan. But I'm going to be around for many, many centuries. Instead of trying to bend the world against, agreeing and flailing, I think I'll be patient and wait till it changes by itself. Find some forms of entertainment along the way. The world doesn't wait for you, so you're waiting for it. Something like that. It's not a choice I can make, but I suppose I understand. I'm not sure I do understand, but I'm rooting for you. I know that. And I'm grateful. You know, being like this, all together when it's dark and damp, and feeling good and safe and home. It's a pretty rare feeling in a kind of public place. I think the kinda is key here. As far as I can remember, this has never felt like a strange place to me. It's my space that I'm lucky enough to share with other people I like. Definitely feel the same way. Thanks for that. I'm glad that's how it feels to you. Our patrons' comfort has always been our priority. Goal very much achieved then. That and also, you all are alright. Sounds like everyone's going to be busy with their own stuff for a while. But I can't wait to come back here and see your faces again. Whether in a week or a month or a year, I know it's going to be a good time. Cheers to that. Here, here. You're all welcome anytime, separately or together. And I'm looking forward to hearing what you get up to. We'll definitely pop by to give you news. And to get Fury remedies. And to listen to the drama. Can't wait to welcome you back. And the rain stopped. Yeah. Kept you up for a while already. Yeah, we should all use the dry spell to get back home. Consider the night called. You go first, guys, or we'll be stepping on each other's toes. Alright, good night. Good night. Good night, you two. Let's go, darling. Let's. Good night. Thanks again for being with us. Tonight and on other nights. No, thank you for everything, truly. Have a good rest. Will do. You guys coming? Yeah, just hold the door for me a second longer. What are you doing? Carrying you over the threshold, of course. That's on the way into home, not on the way out of the bar. I can do both. You're silly. Maybe, but I love you. And I love you. Bustling, busy, and a buzz. People whose thoughts I can hear almost as well as my own by now. Whose success and failures matter to me as much as my own. Suppose that's what it feels like. To have a chosen hive. Okay, I'm gonna take a break here to fucking turn a fan on because I am way too warm. Like, it is so fucking hot and I'm overheating. Okay. Move back. Let's see. The heir of American business royalty disowned over choice of wife. Killer LNG, the new invasive species. Fire director resigns in the wake of shocking leaks. Somehow, this feels like deja vu. Oh. Hey, Georgie. Welcome in. It's cracking. Aside from the thunder outside, that is. Yep. Deja vu. Huh? Nothing. Everything is fine. I have everything I need to avoid another blackout. That's good news. You know, this weather has kind of grown on me. Really? Yeah. Not something I'd like to have forever, of course. But the thunder no longer sounds so angry to me. Interesting. What does it sound like to you then? No idea. Just not scary anymore. Anyway, I want to order something. Perfect. What would you like? Make me whatever I ordered a couple of weeks ago. Couple of weeks ago? Yeah, give or take. Promoting the new tea selection at the time. I remember it had an interesting color. Take whatever you give me on the day. Interesting color? I don't know what I made them, but I bet it was blue. I'm just gonna give them all blue pea. The butterfly pea. What? It's what makes the drink blue. Oh, okay. Still tastes like grass. But my daughter told me it's really good for stress. Really? Are you stressed right now? Nah, don't worry. Because my daughter loves it so much, I was just trying to remind myself how it tastes. Oh, good. Well, usually blue pea is mixed with a bunch of other ingredients. It's a very forgiving drink taste-wise and goes well with most things. And it looks pretty. Yeah, I can see that. Because it's tasteless except for grassy notes when you drink it straight. Right on. Does this mean you've already made up with your daughter? More or less. That's great. How are you, officer? How's work? Work, huh? Well, it's only been a couple of days since I was here. But I admit a lot has happened. Oh? Yeah, for starters, word has spread that parking on Bourne Street is no longer safe there. Because of the vandalism. Yeah. And I really don't want it to escalate, you know? Don't want the story of the street rewritten into something bad. Makes sense. So, what did you do? Huh? What makes you think I did anything? Just a guess. Well, you're not wrong. The day after our last talk, I paid the old gnomes a visit and had a chat with them. What'd you talk about? We talked about what could happen to them in the area due to vandalism they committed. They were remorseful to a point, because they're upset about what happened to the remains of their friend. Right. All they wanted was to create something memorable that would stay in everyone's mind. In one way or another. Even in a bad way. That's what I thought they were going for too. Turns out that's not the case. They just wanted to create something memorable. Something that gets everyone talking. Then I gave them a hypothetical scenario with the rumors getting out of control, and how folks will spin the whole thing into something else. They were a bit stunned, honestly. It's because they didn't think of the consequences that far ahead. That's right. Told them it could potentially lead to the street being closed because it would be deemed unsafe. Or maybe even rebuilt into something completely different. Which would effectively erase all trace left of their friend. So they decided to stop right there. Right then. Interesting. But you know, I need to keep their memory alive. Even if what they did was a bit misguided, I understood. Still, what they did was not the way to go about it. And honestly, I'm still trying to wrap my head around all this. All this memory stuff shows that I and the world probably need to learn a lot more about fairy folk in general. I agree. So, what did you do next? Did you arrest them? No. All I did that day was chat with them. Because I wanted a clear picture on everything. Including the old fairy market and all. Also shared the story about my grandpop. In the end, they said whatever I decide to do, they'll accept. So I went home. I see. You know, my daughter asked what happened. Nice, and she gave me good advice on the case and everything. I told her the whole story. About the street. About the tree. That's really everything. Anyhow, after our talk, I guess she started looking into the fairy folks' history. And one of those videos she did, I have no clue what to call them. Videos of herself packing orders while talking about stuff. I see. I reposted it on my Tomodachi a couple days ago. I see. She basically talked to her viewers about what she learned in the video. About your case? No. Only things that she's learned on her own. Got it. That's great though. You never know. Maybe through her video, curiosity will spread. Get everyone wondering about this piece of disappearing history. You're right. Who knows what the future holds? Lucas in the house, you. Hey. What's up? And you, Pops, how goes it? All good. You're in high spirits, aren't you? Always. Anyways, Pops, what's shaking? I think I should be the one asking you that. What's with all the excess energy? You're right, and I probably should explain first. Oh, but first, may I put in an order? You may. I'd like blue pea latte, super cool latte art on top. I think this is it. Is it 2 blue pea and 1 milk? Okay, no, it's a blue pea and 2 milk. I don't understand how people can do latte art. It is insane to me. God, fuck it, that's what you're getting. It looks like nothing. Is it Instagram worthy? Anyway, cheers. Nice, thanks. So what's up, kid? All's well, Pops. I'm waiting for the lady to arrive. Miss Riona's coming? Yep, she should be here soon. The last couple of days have been really intense for us. In fact, I didn't sleep at all until last night. Oh? Why? Let's say we've been busy cooking up stuff. Tisk. What is it? I know you're a hustler, kid. schedule is probably not like everyone else's, but I hope you won't drag others into unhealthy habits unnecessarily. Although I know next to nothing about Banshee biology, so doesn't she do late night deliveries? Oh, sometimes she does deliveries until morning. Then never mind, forget I said anything. I was like, oh man, what stupid thing did I do this time? Nah, I was just pulling your leg. You're both adults, I was just playing around as the noisy and annoying old guy. Still, it's good to hear that you guys are talking, especially considering what happened the first time you two met. Yeah, no kidding. That's what I mean by me doing stupid things too. Sometimes I don't slow down enough to see the forest for the trees. It happens. As long as you're aware of it and take a step back from time to time. Yep. Welcome, Miss Riona. Hello. Lady, finally you're here. Good evening, miss. Hi, everyone. Was the traffic bad for you? No, not at all. I had to deliver something before I came. That's why I'm a bit late, I apologize. Nah, you're not late. I'm just early. Would you like anything to drink? Yes, please. A cup of mild coffee sweetened with a lot of honey. Coffee. And 2 honey. That's what I used to order back in the day. Really? So what's really been happening with you two? Oh, hold on. Hold on. My batteries are dying. I gotta swap the batteries over. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, we're back. We're good. So what's really been happening with you two? This kid stayed up for days or something apparently. Does that include you as well? Yeah, but those are just my regular working hours. See? And I thought we were done talking about that, Pops. What the heck? I'm not done playing the role of annoying and nosy old guy. That's all. Jeez. Anyway, the truth is, me and the lady have been discussing the show's format. Oh, how goes it so far? We're almost there. Right? Yeah, we've been discussing it quite intensely the past couple of days. We're at a point where things are beginning to take shape. But it's not quite there yet. But almost. That's why I've been staying up late, organizing all these ideas into a deck. We're making a new show proposal to pitch to my team. You two going to work together then? In a way, yes. It's my intention to act as Lucas's guide to the city. I'm going to have him drive too, sometimes. Yeah. I don't want her to always drive me around. But I might need some time to get used to driving again, is that okay? Of course. My suggestion would be for us to drive across the Evergreen Point Bridge. On days when there is less traffic and the sun is out. It'll make you feel good, I'm sure of it. Okay, let's do it. Anyway, so that's what's been happening. Meanwhile, I've been helping her find auditions. I wasn't aware there were many ways to find audition leads online. Still have to vet them though, because there are too many fakes out there. But I'll help you with that, don't worry. Okay. Sounds good. Getting achievements all over the show, so we must be getting close to wrapping this up. Okay, it's actually so fucking warm. I have the window open, the fan on, and the fucking door open to forget a bit of airflow. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you. I might have to leave soon. Huh? Why? I haven't eaten anything substantial since this morning. It was a really busy day. Oh, word? Let's go then. You can stay. I'll just go for a quick bite and come back. Nah, let's go. We're partners, right? Besides, we still have a lot of things to discuss. You're right. Okay, if you're fine with it. I think it's time for us to go. I mean, for me. Roger that. Let's get going then. See you later, Pops. Good luck with everything. You too. You too. Oh, they were only in for a flying visit. So, just you and me now. Nothing wrong with that. I have to go soon, though. Duty calls. Sure. Oh. I was waiting for her to come back. She was in the first game. She was like you're the regular in the first game, and I was waiting the entirety of this one for her to make a return. It's Freya. Hello, Zen. How are you? Fuck me, it's Freya. Miss Greenhair. Officer, long time no see. Heard you've been going around the world, huh? Around the world is a bit much. But I've been somewhere. Glad to see you here, Freya. As much as I'd like to stay and chat, duty calls. No, that sucks. I missed you. Well, see you later then, Georgie. Yeah. Don't forget to tell Zen the truth, okay? What? Later. I will. Let me move over there. So, my buddy, my pal, my good friend. What's up? Why didn't you tell me you were coming? Before you start blaming me, it was a last minute thing. Even I didn't know I'd be back so soon. What makes you return sooner than expected, then? Well, maybe I'll tell you after a drink. Do you remember my very first order ever? Espresso. Yeah, you've a good memory. First time I was here, it was as raining as it is now. I thought nothing was open anymore until I saw your shop. Your espresso was one of the best coffees I've ever had. One espresso for me, please. Here you go, Freya. A cup of triple shot espresso for you. Great. Again, this deep aroma and such stellar flavors. Thanks. So, mind telling me why Officer Georgie said what he said? Which part? Something about telling me the truth. Well, about that. Okay. I'm leaving for a writer's residence soon. And it's really, really far away. What? I know. It was impulsive, it was something I did on a whim. I know. Me and my old buddy sent the application form like last month. Not really expecting anything. But we got accepted. And somehow it's for this year's rotation. Which means I need to pack and get ready really soon. It's not a scam, is it? Of course not. How long's it gonna be? I don't know, probably a few months. But I might try to keep traveling after that. Okay. Are you sad? Nope. A little bit. Don't be sad while I'm gone, okay? I said I'm not sad. Oh. Anyway, tell me what's been happening all the time I've been gone. There should be a lot of juicy stories waiting for me, right? Oh, you have no idea. Spill it. Everything. Alright. So it started around 2 weeks ago. Aqua's working on her game while Myrtle helps from time to time. They're a good team. Silver and Amanda's trip took them quite a bit further than they expected. And Pearl appears in a number of their selfies from London, Sydney, and the Mongolian steppe. Hyde still visits from time to time, and he drops by the cafe to meet up with Gala. But he tends to keep his distance now and rarely shares his private thoughts or preoccupations. Lou and Bailey's bought a little house with large windows, a small garden, and an extra bedroom. Bailey's has been using it as a workspace, but it stands ready to fulfill a whole other functions when the time is right. The Neko Shell XRME collaboration was a success as the new single was released on time. Even though the reviews are mixed, her true fans love it, and that's all that matters, she said. Rihanna and Lucas often come to the coffee shop after his driving lessons to discuss a variety of topics. Looks like they're taking it slow and planning things carefully as they match up their working schedules. Fortunately, the vandalism ended before the rumors could worsen. Sometimes a lone officer can be seen placing flowers where the dead tree once stood. That was neat. Yeah, that was real neat. I'm a little annoyed that we only get Freya for the very end for one drink. But as far as it goes, not a bad follow-up to the first game. Not a bad follow-up at all. Oh. Just like the first game, there's a post-credits. Miss Riona. Hello again. I dropped something here a long time ago, so I'm here to get it. Oh? What item was it? It's fine, I've got it. It was right under this seat. Really? I always made sure to check everything before closing too. There are times when we simply miss things. Particularly if it is a task that we have performed numerous times. That's true. I guess it's a sign for me to double check everything. It may, or it may not be. I have a feeling you'll find something of interest either way. There is even a possibility of gaining a complete understanding of everything. Or everyone. Pardon? I didn't quite catch that. Have a good evening. Okay. Safe trip. Oh well, looks like no one else will be coming tonight. Might as well go check on. What was that? Sounded like it came from inside the drawer. The missing items, they're here. But they vanished a while ago. Now what is really going on? You've now seen part of the image, but there are still many details to discover. Okay, so just like the first one, there was a post-credits that sort of teases you gotta play through it again, I think. just want to see what does this. Is this just the start of the game again? Yeah, it is. I don't know if I'll do another playthrough on stream. I might just blast through it off stream and find something else for Tuesdays, even though this morning is a Wednesday. Yeah, I don't know if this is... I think it is just started again. In which case, I think I'll call it there. Let's have a look at the achievements. What did I not got? Trash 25 drinks. Listen to all songs. Provide Rihanna with poor service until she no longer visits the shop. Forget to give Georgie his letter. Aqua and Myrtle didn't get to make up. Spend an hour making latte art. Serve 25 correct drinks in a single session of challenge mode. Serve Rachel Dreamin' Blue when she needs inspiration. Serve Rachel milk honey green tea when she needs inspiration. Give Lucas all correct drinks. Prevent Gala from getting fined. Serve Hyde his favorite hibiscus drink. Unlock Remy and Neko Shell's whole album. Complete the story mode with the least amount of points possible. Ensure everyone gets the right drink. Unlock all special drinks. Serve 50 correct drinks in a single session of challenge mode. Unlock all artworks in the gallery and unlock all achievements. Yeah, I don't know if I'll go for all achievements. Yeah, if I do, it'll probably be an off-stream thing. But, yeah. Little, little short one. We're actually closer to the end than I thought, but that kind of works out because I am actually cooking in this room, so I can't sit here for much longer. I'm thinking second stream later tonight. Try and finish Ghostwire Tokyo after dinner. If not that, we'll find something else to do. Don't worry about it. In the meantime, I love you all very much. Appreciate people who pop by, hang out, lurk, check out the VOD. It means a lot. And yeah, I'll see you later.